In the next 60 seconds, I'll put you in command of a brand new metal album to stream, but in the last 60 seconds, only the true metal warriors will get a second album from my secret collection. Terry here again, guiding metal music guardians like you to music you want. If you like what is here on the list, FMR is for you because I review, analyze, and break down the newest extreme releases from my weekly chart so you get the best new metal every day. Last time I reviewed Creation Undone by Mortis Skuld. Check the last episode for the full scoop and results. Stream them for yourself and see if they are for you. Heritage Absolute Deluxe Edition by Distant is your new album today, up for a fresh full metal review. Let's break this down. Before I start, I open the page and see that there are, listen to this, 34 strong sounding tracks. That's not a typo. 34 strong sounding tracks, rather. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Think about that. One album. This band does one album and they could headline a live show. The album cover artwork, as you can see here, is a full colored masterpiece with red highlights. It has beautiful custom font work. I was attracted to it immediately thanks to the artist. I really love the red accents in there. Classified in Apple Music as metal. Between that rating, the album artwork, and the song titles, I visualize something heavy and perhaps beyond. My genre description right now is, I'm going to say, symphonic, melodic, deathcore. We'll see in the end during my reveal. Track 1. My flesh crawled when I opened track 1. The deep, dark, absolute bleeding strength from every instrument and the vocalist just destroyed. Enough said. It's love at first listen, okay? Track 2. It's insanely powerful. It's deep with immense rhythm, riffs, bass, and drums. And lastly, the friggin' vocals, okay? Unbelievable. Track 3 is just massive and amazing. Track 4, it continues its onslaught with a deathcore-styled mayhem. The rhythm has now reached literal bone deep into my marrow. Track 5, same thing. It just moves right through. Deep, heavy riffs, immense rhythm all the way through. The rest of the album, it took me obviously a lot of time to listen to it. I went into overtime here. We have over 2 hours of sonic shock treatment. Each track after the fifth was an ocean of electricity and white-hot heat. I was astounded by the level of intensity that a few people with musical instruments in a recording studio can achieve. My summary here: who commits to a 2 hour and 17-minute album? This is an immense body of work by Distant and really, really looks good on them. The recording and sound quality was professional, clean, top to bottom. The production and musicality, a combination of raw and refined sounds, in my opinion. I rate the overall levels and rhythm and tempo. It's a level 10 of immensity. The harmonies and melodies were, again, superb, and they were ultra present in this album too. A lyrical theme here, I find it's the human condition. Becoming a mainstream or radio act here is nowhere near going to be a possibility. They will belong to the Metal Warriors forever. Range, flow, and layout of the album is consistent, and the tracks are arranged meticulously. I describe the vocals as guttural, beastly, and crocodilian, while the guitars I can only describe as massive and crushing. The bass section, massive and crushing. And finally, the drums and percussion performance was, as you guessed it, massive and crushing. There were some sound effects to add to the overall feel, but very little of them. Overall, the energy and intensity was through the roof. They remind me of Brand of Sacrifice and Thy Art is Murder. My AI says that they resemble Enterprise Earth and Lorna Shore, which, okay, we'll go with that. I'm going to rate the temperature here as icy cold with a very dark tonality feel, while the overall color or colors I personally describe as black and red for red line. The general feeling I had during this session was everything. It was chills, white knuckles, goosebumps, sweat, electricity deep down. And it led me to give this album a seismic reading of a massive 9.2 on the Richter scale. I'm going to go for a 2-hour and 17-minute walk on purpose with earbuds and a stupid smile, just because I can, to listen to this album. My predictions from earlier, I did say symphonic melodic deathcore. Finally, I reveal afterwards that my genre description is still the same, but I'm finding that there were little black metal elements, rather, like the variety of vocals. So I say that they are a maximum melodic symphonic deathcore with actual people on fire. But the official bio does just say deathcore. And it means to me that, Daddy, I am a winner. My favorite tracks here, I can't choose. Everything was on maximum overload. Of course, it's going into my library. And lastly, guys, please stream them for yourself. My reviews here just don't do them justice. And so that is it for another episode of FMR. There we go. There's our next slide. I'm going to dig into my treasure chest and recommend Kairos by Osaya, just for you to match everything up here on a Saturday. Just for coming to hang out with me today. That's it for today, my friends. Remember to support your favorite metal artists, stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of FMR. And please hit that subscribe button because metal music matters. And set up your notifications so you can get more new music recommendations here first. Cheers and happy Saturday.